Hey everyone, welcome back to the English Story Podcast. I'm Zara.
And I'm Mark. We're so excited to have you here. Today, we're talking about simple but powerful habits that can take your English fluency to the next level.
That's right. A lot of people think they need hours of study every day to become fluent, but the truth is, building small, consistent habits can make a huge difference.
Exactly. In this episode, we're sharing 6 daily habits that you can easily fit into your routine. By the end, you'll know exactly how to practice English in a way that feels natural and fun.
So whether you're commuting, cooking, or taking a walk, listen in because these tips are game changers.
Let's get started.
The first habit is simple but powerful. Start your day in English. The way you start your morning sets the tone for the rest of your day.
Absolutely. When you wake up, try thinking about your routine in English. Instead of saying, I need to brush my teeth, in your native language, say it in English. I'm brushing my teeth with minty toothpaste.
You can also use simple affirmations like, today is going to be a great day. Saying positive statements in English helps you get comfortable with forming sentences and boosts your confidence.
Yes. And if you're someone who likes to make a to-do list in the morning, try writing it in English. For example, instead of buy groceries, write pick up milk, eggs, and bread from the store.
Why does this work? Because when you start your day in English, your brain stays in English mode longer. It becomes easier to think in English throughout the day.
Here's a quick challenge. Tomorrow morning, try saying 3 simple sentences about your morning routine in English. It could be as easy as, I'm making coffee, I'm getting dressed, and I'm leaving for work.
And don't worry about being perfect. The goal is to make English a part of your day, not to sound like a textbook.
Exactly. Small steps lead to big changes.
Another idea, if you have a smart assistant, set it to respond in English. You can ask things like, what's the weather today? Or set a timer for 10 minutes. This creates an immersive environment first thing in the morning. Great tip. Let's move on to habit number 2. Habit number 2 is all about narrating your actions. This is one of the easiest ways to practice English without needing a speaking partner.
Here's how it works. As you go about your day, describe what you're doing in English. For example, when you're cooking, you can say things like, I'm chopping onions, or I'm boiling water for pasta.
It might feel a little strange at first, but trust me, it helps. When you narrate your actions, you're training your brain to form sentences quickly and naturally.
And you can start small. Even simple phrases like, I'm opening the window or I'm turning on the lights make a big difference.
Why is this habit effective? Because it helps you connect English directly to your actions instead of translating in your head.
Exactly. Over time, you'll find that describing things in English becomes second nature.
Here's a tip. Use objects around you to expand your vocabulary. For example, when you're cleaning, name the items you're using: broom, dustpan, sponge.
Another great idea, narrate your weekend plans. While walking to the store, you can say, after this, I'll cook lunch and watch a movie. It's a simple way to practice talking about future events.
And if you get stuck, don't worry. Just replace unknown words with phrases like, the thing I use to clean, until you learn the correct term.
The key is repetition. The more you narrate, the easier it will become. On to habit number 3, listening practice for 15 minutes a day. Listening is one of the best ways to improve your understanding and pronunciation.
Yes. Make it a habit to listen to something in English every day, whether it's a podcast, YouTube video, or audiobook.
And you don't need to sit down and focus 100%. You can listen while you're commuting, cooking, or exercising.
That's right. The more you surround yourself with English sounds, the more familiar sentence structures and vocabulary will become.
Here's a bonus tip. Choose content that you enjoy. If you love sports, listen to an English sports podcast. If you're into cooking, watch recipe videos.
And don't stress if you don't understand every word. Focus on getting the general meaning and paying attention to how sentences flow.
Exactly. And if you hear a phrase you like, pause the audio and repeat it out loud. This helps improve your pronunciation and confidence.
For an extra challenge, try shadowing. Listen to a sentence and repeat it immediately after, trying to match the speaker's tone and speed.
Yes, shadowing is a great way to train your brain to think in English and develop a natural accent.
And remember, even 15 minutes a day adds up over time. Habit number 4 is a simple but effective trick. Change your digital settings to English.
This means setting your phone, social media apps, and even your streaming services to English.
Why does this help? Because you'll be interacting with English throughout the day without even realizing it.
Exactly. You'll learn everyday words like settings, notifications, and update just by using your phone.
And since you already know how your apps work, you won't feel lost. It's just an easy way to build vocabulary.
Another tip, follow English-speaking content creators on social media. Seeing posts and captions in English will expose you to casual, everyday language.
And you can even engage by leaving comments in English. It's a small way to practice writing and interacting.
You'd be surprised how much confidence you gain by interacting with others online. Habit number 5 is to choose a phrase of the day. This is a fun way to build fluency.
Pick one phrase or idiom and challenge yourself to use it throughout the day. For example, let's get the ball rolling.
You can say it when you start a meeting or a project. All right, let's get the ball rolling.
By repeating a phrase in different contexts, you make it stick. You'll start using it naturally without thinking.
Another example, under the weather. You can say, I'm feeling a bit under the weather today. These common phrases make your English sound more natural.
You can even write your phrase of the day on a sticky note and place it somewhere you'll see it often.
It's a great way to build your vocabulary one phrase at a time.
The last habit is to end your day in English. Before you go to bed, take a few minutes to reflect on your day in English.
You can write a short journal entry or just think to yourself, today I went to the park and had a great time. Or tomorrow I need to finish my report.
This helps reinforce the vocabulary and phrases you encountered during the day.
Plus, it's a relaxing way to wind down while practicing English.
For an extra challenge, try recording yourself speaking about your day. Listen back and notice areas where you can improve.
Self-reflection in English can build both speaking and listening skills.
And it makes your learning journey more personal and meaningful. Let's quickly recap. Start your day in English, narrate your actions, practice listening for 15 minutes, change your digital settings, use a phrase of the day, and end your day in English.
Remember, fluency doesn't happen overnight. It's built through small, consistent habits.
Thanks for joining us today. If you found this helpful, share it with a friend who's learning English too.
And don't forget to subscribe for more tips and stories.
Take care and happy learning.